G'day guys, going to do things slightly out of order. If you've seen the last video, you would have seen it was the contents of the Australian CR1M, but as many of you may know, or for those that don't, ching, we had a bit of an accident with the good old trusty tray, which wasn't really fit for purpose anyway, but you know, hey, it did a good job. We'll send it off properly somehow once I figure out exactly how. So once the new tray arrives, and that's only a few days away, and it's much more in line with the whole ration thing, then we'll carry on with the eating part of the CR1M. But for today, we have something that's totally cool as well. We have an Ameriqual APack Readymeal. These are commercially available. You can buy them in packs of 12, straight from the website readymeal.com, and $69.95 for a case. 6 different menu options that you get in there. So this particular ration was very kindly supplied by a subscriber, DetectingCaliforniaHD, who I do believe actually has his own channel, metal detecting, that kind of thing. So I have to check that out. But yeah, his name is Chris, and I'm very, very grateful for this, Chris. I can share it with everybody else. It'll be interesting to see just how these do compare to a normal US MRE. Ameriqual is one of the contractors that do supply the genuine article, so the stuff in here is going to be pretty much what we'd expect from a normal MRE, just a little bit less, I would guess. Let's tear in. We've got a fairly light duty clear plastic bag on the outside. It doesn't have to withstand any of the military spec rigors. So pretty easy to crack into it. What is pretty cool is they give you this card on the outside, and you can see we've got macaroni and beef and sauce, and you got all the nutritional information. 1270 calories total, which is about the same as you would get out of a normal US military MRE. Okay. Nope. We saw the card, it's just one-sided. We've got good old peanut butter. Same as what you get in the normal military versions. Rations, osmotic. Interesting. Okay, date code 1275, so 275th day of 2011. About 3 years old. Toaster pastry, frosted brown sugar, pretty squished flat, but this will be no doubt a Kellogg's Pop Tart, and again from about the same time, 277 day of 2011. We've got an APack branded flameless ration heater, and one of the differences between this and the normal one, where the normal US military heater is that you just add plain water. There is actually salt within these little pads here, which when mixed with water turns into a saltwater solution, which provides the electrolyte for the reaction to take place, which is effectively like a electrical, believe it or not, reaction. So this one, there must be a saltwater pouch somewhere in here, because you actually use the water that they supply, which has the salt in it. And that could be, everything else is pretty much the same. That could actually be something to do with the transportation safety rules. If you have these things and they've got the salt in them, they get wet somehow, you got them on a plane. Who knows? Okay, here is our main entree, which is the macaroni beef. Is it macaroni beef? Macaroni and beef and sauce, yep. APack branded. And yep, it's all from about the same point, 2011. And the pouch. Oh, okay, this is a little bit different. Interesting. Okay, so this pouch actually, it instructs you to close the bottom flaps here. So that's cool. It forms a little, proper pouch. I'm just trying to think back to the actual pouches in the US MREs, because I have started to go towards those, little sleeves, I suppose you call them. And I'm not sure if they actually do instruct you to fold in the bottom. Yeah, interesting. I prefer the box personally, but yeah. Oatmeal cookie. Good old crackers. Plain crackers. Yeah, 2011. And here's a neat little pack of salt water. 1.125 fluid ounces. Not packaged for drinking. Cool. I've got a spoon. It's not the same as a normal US military spec spoon, but it does feel like it'll do the job. Pretty hardy. And we've got a moist towelette. As you can see, what we're missing here is any kind of drink. There's no coffee, there's no beverage-based powder, that kind of thing. But interestingly, the calorie count is still quite high, on par with the normal MRE. So I think we kind of got that in the, we've got the oatmeal cookie, we've got the toaster pastry, so there's a lot of calories there in the sweet stuff. But all in all, for a commercially available, 1 meal ration, not too bad. Accessory pack wise, it's about it. But you haven't got the gum, the toilet paper, or all that kind of jazz. Which, if you're in commercial environment using this as a camping food or whatnot, or just to prepare, it's no big deal. So not too bad at all. Let's get this sucker heating up and we'll see how this APack FRH does. Right, so same kind of deal as a normal US military FRH. Pads look slightly different. Ooh. Okay, we've got a bit of leakage happening there. So you can see they've leaked out. And it's okay because G. Schultz is on top of the situation there. But yeah, these have deposited some of their contents into the actual pouch, but that's no big deal. So we don't have a fill line to work through here, which is okay because you've only got so much salt water that it provides. And we'll slip that down on one side of that pouch. And tear open okay, and we'll just chuck it down. Doesn't feel like a lot of water there. I would normally, left my own devices, put a bit more in. So we really want to just move around a bit, and you can hear it already. Keep those pads nice and wet. Bottom is getting hot, and you can see the bag puffing up. So it's a good sign. I'll stuff it back in this pouch. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of these pouches. I think it's potentially a cost-saving measure that went a bit too far. That seems very energetic. So, against the you-know-what for about 15 minutes. And after a quick raid of the kitchen, we have our stand-in dish. Not quite the same, feels a bit weird, but it'll do the trick. So let's crack in with the rest of these items while we wait. And let's see if we can hear that vacuum. It was subtle, but it was there. She's got a bit of cracker anxiety now, because I think the last ones I did I broke perfectly, and I think the expectation has been, the bar has been set. Well, I've kind of already failed. Smell okay, yeah, more or less in one piece. So, oh, I blame the tray. It's all the tray's fault. Alright, let's just it is what it is, right? We just make do and carry on. So for our cracker pieces, somebody actually mentioned another technique of kneading this in one of the videos, and that was just to give it a roll. Which, yeah, I can see that doing the trick. I'll whip off the corner. Oh, I had to laugh on, I think it was Gundog's latest video. I can't remember what he was squirting out. Oh, what was it? Jam or chocolate spread or something? Jeez, it sounded good.
Crack that, and we'll put a, oh, that's a lovely sound.
So the peanut butter is looking pretty good too, actually. There's no dramas there. And as is the cracker. Yep, smells perfect. Our toaster pastry, frosted brown sugar, aka a Pop-Tart. I was just talking to somebody on one of the comments this morning about Pop-Tarts, and I think the person said they weren't a big fan of them. But since we don't really have them over here, and I've only really seen them in movies, each time I do get one, it's a bit of a buzz. And I did ask, actually, you know, they're meant to be toaster pastries, right? So you do put them in the toaster, and yeah, so I hear it happens about 50% of the time, but it ain't gonna happen with this one. Alright, we have nicely smelling remnants of a toaster pastry. So yeah, pretty smashed up, but I'm sure the flavours will all be there. And an oatmeal cookie. Are we in a similar state of affairs here? Oh, thank you, oatmeal cookie. You really saved the bacon. Oh, that smells good. What am I smelling? Cinnamon, I think. So we'll pop you there. Finally, our osmotic raisins. Can't see much there. There's an interesting smell to them. So I think we will, what will we do? Let's get him out of the way. And we'll interrupt the sea of beige with some raisins. They're very, very dark. Quite moist though. Interesting. We're nearly done with our heating. It's more or less stopped making all of the fanfare and steam and sizzling, very hot. Yeah, too hot to hold actually, so that's a good sign. So shortly we'll put it into our very nondescript bowl. Interestingly, on the Facebook page talking about the tray falling, I didn't expect such a outpour of emotion regarding it. Somebody suggested that, well, they mentioned that they could see taps being played, and it was quite ironic because the other night I'd, in the Gundog or G Schultz term, I had a few too many Angry Orchards or Haffenreffers, and I now own a bugle. So hey, if I learn to play taps, we might see it for the tray. Okay. Ooh, yep, hot, hot, hot. Super hot. Get you out of there. And give it a knead around. Ow, okay, these these APack heaters really do the business. This particular pouch has the notches on either of the long sides, just to make it a bit easier to eat out of. So we could do that if we want and bypass the bowl, but I've already got it out. So there we go, there's our beef and macaroni. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It smells a little bland, I suppose. There's not much coming out of there. It doesn't smell like the colours, the vibrant colours would suggest it should. Another thing that you'd notice that is not in these packs is seasoning. Salt, pepper, hot sauce, whatever. So we'll see if that's an oversight in a minute. Let's do a whip round. We'll just have a taste of everything we've got here. Cracker by itself, nice and crunchy. Tastes just fine. And we'll try a bit with the peanut butter. Very nice. Definitely feel I'm wanting for some kind of drink after the cracker and peanut butter. Oatmeal cookie. Ooh, it's a tough one. Nice and crunchy. As I say, it smells a bit of cinnamon, so I think it's going to taste pretty good. That's really good. Tastes super, super fresh, just like it was made yesterday. We'll try and dig a piece of the Pop-Tart or toaster pastry out of the rubble. And this is brown sugar frosting. And that tastes really good too. Again, cinnamon coming through. I think with Pop-Tarts I always kind of wish they had a bit more substance in them. You know, a bit more inside, a bit bigger, a bit beefier. But I do have a bit of a sweet tooth, I suppose. Let's try some of these osmotic raisins. I think I'll pass on the osmotic. There's something, maybe it's a bit of sweetness that's lacking. I think there's just something different with them. You know, I guess hence the name. It's not your bog standard raisins. I just had a look through the ingredients of this beef macaroni. There's not too much, you know, aside from the actual obvious macaroni and beef. The rest of it's all just seasonings and bits and pieces. So in terms of the beef, there's not much going on in here. It's kind of like the bare minimum of beef to get away with calling it beef. I think there's a few little sort of specks of minced beef. Oops, It's not bad, but it definitely needs some, which unfortunately did not come with the ration itself. So yeah, I guess that's saving a few pennies here and there, but it would really have made, I think, a big difference to the flavours. Let's see. Much better. It's actually really nice. Amazing what a bit of salt and pepper does. So that has been the APack Readymeal Macaroni and Beef and Sauce from Ameriqual. Commercially available and not bad actually. Is, you know, it's a bit weighty on the sweet side of things. Could definitely do with some condiments, salt, pepper, and potentially some drinks. But these things are all made down to a price point. So, you know, if you want that, pay more and get some of the others. So once again, thank you very much to Detecting California HD, Chris, legend mate. We've still got the other one that you sent in to whip through. And I think the boss might be into this one. Let's have a look.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, honey, do you want to try some APack? You like that? What does it taste like?
It tastes like... These looks like macaroni cheese.
Nice. Do you want to try some of the other things? You got an oatmeal cookie.
Cookie.
Yep. You're a cookie monster. Yeah? Okay, that gets the tick. The next thing you've got is peanut butter crackers. How is it?
Raisins.
Raisins. How is the crackers?
Good.
Do you want a drink?
I messed up.
What do you think of the raisins?
Yummy.
And that's a Pop-Tart. You like that? Alright. Crystal,
But
who broke Daddy's tray?
you.
I didn't break it.
The cupboard.
The cupboard broke it. Okay. So you're not ratting out anybody today then, huh? Alright, lips are sealed. Bye.
Bye.